Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm so stoked. Yesterday was genuinely one of the coolest days I've ever had. Hands down, without a doubt. If you guys don't already have coffee, highly recommend grab some coffee. We're going to be doing our daily habits and hanging out a little bit. Today it's Tuesday, so I'm trying to do like theme days too. I don't really know how I'm going to like it. We're going to probably end up changing some things around at one point or another, but that's okay. This is all just a test of like what I kind of want to make these lives up to be, and also to be able to go live with you guys every day. So first and foremost, we're of course going to go through our daily habits, and then today I was thinking about doing like trading Tuesdays, because then I could show you guys like my charts, maybe even my TradeZilla if you guys want to see. But each day I want to do something a little different. So actually, I'm going to let you guys know what my idea is for. Wow, I need to turn on this light. What my idea is for these, like the themes, and then you guys can give me feedback. So thinking Mondays is going to be like a mindset Monday. So I know we're already journaling, but just going through some like mindset stuff. Because especially on Mondays, I feel like we need some mindset. Tuesdays is going to be trading. Wednesdays is going to be budgeting, investing, talking about like money, and I'll even tell you guys, that's what I'll do tomorrow, is tell you guys my story of my money, and like kind of like what my mindset is around money, what I've always strived for and stuff like that. But Wealth Wednesdays, time management on Thursdays. So like how I systemize my life, like how I use my Google Calendar, ClickUp, and everything else I do to time manage all of this stuff that I do. And then I'm by no means perfect, but we're working on it. And I'll teach you guys what I'm currently doing. And if you guys have any feedback as well, I'd love to hear it. I'm always open to learning. And then Fridays is, I currently have like faith and fitness. But I think we're gonna do, because yesterday I was speaking to Baker, my boss, and like best friend, but I would say his wife is my best friend. But anywho, fun fact Fridays, or fun facts with Felicity on Fridays. Just like random things that I want to talk about. We can just talk about really fun stuff. You guys can ask me questions on Fridays, and we'll just have like a free, fun day. Lots of F's. No, I just said a lot of F words. Not the bad F words. But that's kind of like my idea. And then when we get into the weekends, I think I'm going to need 2 days break from the lives. My goal is to go every day, because that would be pretty dang cool, and I would love to do that. I just like anything, you can't go from couch potato to running a marathon. Me doing these lives, like I can do them Monday through Friday because I have a structured schedule for then. Saturdays and Sundays, I can definitely do as well. But it'll probably be more so like I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be doing it on Saturdays and Sundays, because like, for example, even this Friday, it's going to be a challenge because we're driving to Austin. So yeah, things might have to switch up a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind, but it's just travel days are a little bit more challenging, or I'll just let you guys know when I can't be on live. But I'll try my best to be on as much as possible. But yeah, yesterday was a crazy cool day because I was planning to go, just to give you guys a little life update on what I'm doing. But I was planning to go to Costa Rica tomorrow morning with my mom. That's not unusual. I love Costa Rica. We go quite often because we have a place down there. But I was planning to go to Costa Rica tomorrow morning, fly out, and then be there until not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Found out that we're going to Austin. And I was supposed to know, I was supposed to be there too. And I planned this trip like weeks ago because there's nothing on my calendar. We have we have like a timeout vacation calendar. There's nothing on my calendar. And I knew we were going in December, but I didn't know we were going the end of August. And Baker texts me. He's like, so what is this out calendar that, like, why are you going to be out? I was like, well, I was just going to go with my mom to Costa Rica. I'm like, still going to work full time. Like, it's just me being relocated essentially. And he was like, you realize we're supposed to be in Austin this weekend. What? I'm supposed to be where? No? Who? They like booked the hotel and everything. Okay. So changing things up. I popped on Southwest. I was like, I need to change my flight. How much is this going to be? I'm expecting hundreds of dollars. $50. $50 to change a flight. And then so I changed my flight. So now I fly out on Monday. So I go from Austin from Friday to Sunday, come back Sunday, Monday morning, fly out, go to Costa Rica, stay there for a week, then come back that Saturday. It's just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And then like the rest of this year is going to be psycho. Absolutely psycho in the best way, of course. I am so very blessed and so very grateful. But yeah, no, really cool day yesterday. And also I just, we're going to Vegas too in November. So that'll be a crazy, crazy experience, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I was like jumping up and down in my office yesterday, like, I'm so excited. I love to travel. That's one thing about me is that you like, if there was money in it, like I'm so driven by money. I know I'm feeling like this is a fun fact Friday with Felicity, but I'm so driven by money and the game of money and the game of entrepreneurship and being able to build and create that if that was out of the picture, I would 120% become a stewardess. So I can just travel the world. Like, no doubt in my mind, I would be able. I'd love to travel the world. But let me turn on this light real quick. We'll get into prayer. We'll read our devotional. And then we'll rock and roll. Yeah, I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. So I ate a bagel this morning. I got crumbs all over my seat. Also, one thing I tried yesterday, which I thought was so much fun. I actually used to do this, but I went swimming and I did like laps in the pool. One thing that taught me is that it's always so hard the first time. First time of doing literally anything is so scary. And then you do it once and you're like, oh, that's it? Not that bad. I survived. We're good. It's okay. And then you could do it again. That much easier. Like, I was so nervous to go in the pool. I was like, how about if there's people there that I'm going to have to like awkwardly walk back into the locker room and change? There was like one guy in the pool already, one guy getting into the pool. They had like 4 or 5 lanes. The pool wasn't that cold. Like, it was like a perfect temperature. I was like, I dig this. I dig this. So that was really fun and really good exercise. I like woke up this morning. I was like, I could feel my shoulders. I could feel my legs. Really, really good exercise. I highly recommend it. And it's also super easy on the body as well. So highly recommend. I'm right now just opening up my What in the world? Where is my Holy Bible app? Oh, I literally, because I don't have the app. I just have the widget, so I forget that that's the app. Obviously, my caffeine has not kicked in yet. All right, let's go into the plan. All right, so how does it say one mistake? We literally read this yesterday. Come on now. Okay. It was saying that I had one missed day on yesterday. I was like, what is going on? All right. So we're going to be reading day 2 of the Equip Her devotional series, saying the trenches in life. It's funny. I referenced the devotional that I read yesterday morning like 2 times throughout the day. This is only 3 little pieces, but we'll read through it. So day 2 is faith over excuses. So faith is the glue that holds your journey together, even when everything feels fragmented. Krista Crawford. When the trench season becomes long and exhausting, it is easy to build a series of excuses. Excuses are a form of defense, a reaction to pressure, disappointment, and seemingly endless uncertainty. I absolutely love that right there. Can I highlight in here? Can I not highlight? Nope. I'm going to copy that though. I'm going to create, oh, that would be cool. All right, I'm going to create a notes page in my phone. There we go. All right. We begin to tell ourselves, I cannot take the leap right now. I do not have enough resources anymore. This is not the right time, and I'm not the right person. When we're tired, we stop remembering what God has promised and we start focusing on our current circumstances. What is lacking rather than what God has spoken? However, if we do not experience hardship and uncertainty, when would we be called to exercise our faith? Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. Faith does not rely on what you hold in your hand. It is anchored in the one you trust above all else. Faith does not cancel difficulty or deny your exhaustion, but it gives you strength and courage to walk through it. These are exactly the kinds of circumstances God uses to work deeply in us. Hardship does not disqualify you from God's plan. It equips you to walk in it with maturity and deeper dependence on Him. It strips away the need to control everything and teaches you to lean not on your own strength, but on His. The widow of Zarephath 1 Kings 17:8-16, is a powerful example of having faith in the trenches. In the midst of a devastating famine, she was living with her only son and had only a handful of flour and a small amount of oil left, enough for one last meal before they would die. Verse 12. She was living in a trench where her circumstances seemed to justify giving up, but God saw her, He heard her heart cry out, and in His perfect timing, sent the prophet Elijah to her home. Upon Elijah's arrival, he made a request to Zarephath that seemed to make no sense. Make me a small loaf of bread first. Verse 13. She could have said, I cannot, I do not have enough, and no one would have blamed her. But she chose to trust. Instead, she let her faith in God be greater than the reality she was facing. Her act of faith, done in a season of complete vulnerability, changed everything. God honored her trust. The flour did not run out, and the oil did not dry up until the famine was over. She chose to believe even when she was tired, empty, and uncertain. In our difficult seasons, we often cling to what we have: time, energy, resources, especially when we feel like it is not enough. We convince ourselves that we cannot afford to take risks. Faith is what pushes us beyond our own limits. It is the glue that holds us together to the vision that God has for our lives. The widow took action, not because she felt strong, but because she chose not to let scarcity make the decision for her. The same holds true for us. Our logical excuses cannot stand in front of God who multiplies what we surrender to him. The struggle we face in the trenches are not excuses to slow down. They are the starting point of our next steps of faith. We do not need to have it all. We need to believe that with God, even the little we have can be multiplied when we place it in his hands. Here's our prayer. Lord, I do not want to let the difficulties I face in my hardest seasons define my limits. I want my faith in you to lead my steps. Help me trust you more than I trust my own resources. Give me the courage to obey even when I do not see, to act when I have little, and to believe when my heart trembles. Amen. That was a really, really good devotional. I think a lot of people need to hear that because I find that when I speak to people that are going through difficult times in their life, it is like a downward spiral. Like they take that first step and then from there it just like is a spiral down, spiral down, spiral down. And being able to put our faith in God and realize that nothing we can do will control anything, and God in his perfect timing will teach us the lessons that we need to learn to get out of that situation that we're stuck in, and being able to put your faith in God and give him the power to do that is so incredibly powerful. To continue with this, Hebrews 11. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Then the word of the Lord came to him. Go at once to Zarephath in the region of Sidon and stay there. I have directed a widow there to supply you with food. So he went to Zarephath. When he came to the town gate, a widow was there gathering sticks. He called her and asked, "Would you bring me a little water in a jar so I may have a drink?" She was going to get it. He called, "And bring me, please, a piece of bread." "As surely as the Lord your God lives," she replied, "I don't have any bread, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little olive oil in a jug. I'm gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die." Elijah said to her, "Don't be afraid. Go home and do as you said. But first make a small loaf of bread for me from what you have and bring it to me, and then make something for yourself and for your son. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says: the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day of the Lord sends a rain on the land." She went away and did as Elijah had told her. So there was food every day for Elijah and for the woman and her family. For the jar of flour was not used up, and the jug of oil did not run dry, in keeping the word of the Lord spoken by Elijah. And that was day 2 of the Equip Her devotional series. Man, this is good. I already want to read day 3. Wow, day 3, we are in for a treat. Look at that. That was today. So tomorrow we are in for a treat. So as you guys are following along, if you guys are following along, or if you're just listening to me talk, that's okay too. It's really nice to read them. All right, now let's go into our journaling. I know that's something that I want to start doing, and if you guys have something else that you are looking to create a habit of, you can go on ahead and do that. We're going to journal for the next 10 minutes, so around 8:30 we will call it. I definitely need another journal though. I'm going to, again, start off with my 3 gratitude points, and then also write a little journal entry. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to write in August. Today is the 26th. My 3 gratitude points. I'll say these out loud for you guys. So my first gratitude point is I am grateful to be able to share the word of God with all of you guys watching. So I am grateful to share and have the ability to do this. Word of God with cool. Number 2, I am grateful from yesterday. I'm grateful for all the opportunities that God has given me recently in my life. God has given me to travel and be where I'm at today. And then, let's see here. 3. What is my third gratitude point? All right, I'm going to say I'm grateful for my mom. Not saying I'm not grateful for my family in general, but my mom was so okay with me pushing back our time together by like 5 days so that I can go to Austin with Mike and Baker and be able to experience that. And the fact that she was open to that, like, really, it means a lot. Because granted, I don't live with her anymore. I see Mike and Baker every single day. And so with that being said, like, her being okay with that and being happy for me, that is such a hard, that's so, I could only imagine how difficult that is to do, because you're like looking forward for weeks to see your daughter, and then she says, I have to push this back. And she was okay with that, and she is always there to support me. So I'm grateful for my mom. And there we go. Awesome. Those are my 3 gratitude points today. And now I'm going to get into my journal entry. 8:30 on the dot. Look at that. And I finished my one-page journal entry. I love it. I kind of more so wrote about my day yesterday and just how incredible I'm feeling because of it. Because yesterday was hypes me up, guys. Hypes me up. All right. So we did our devotional. We did our journal. Let's go on ahead and let's dive into our reading or whatever other things you guys want to get good at, or be in the habit of. Mine is reading a couple pages of a book a day. And so I'm going to get to reading. I know that none of the stuff that I am doing for habits is like an out loud except for my devotional. If you guys want me to read, I don't know if can I read a book over lives? Is that allowed? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to, for the sake of I don't want to get sued by Jay Shetty for exposing his book without having people buy it. I mean, granted, I'm not going through all of it and I'm not posting it like I can. And I know people do that on YouTube. I think I could. I don't know. I don't want to get sued. Excuse me. I definitely need another coffee. Jeez Louise. But I am going to read until 8:40, and then we will dive into the charts for 15-20 minutes, and then we'll call it a day. Today's going to be a little bit longer of a live because I chit-chatted it up in the beginning. Oh my God. I'm stuck. Man, oh man. What am I? It's okay. Just sit here. Watch me struggle, guys. Don't help. I get it. There we go. I'm cold. Right. Let's read. I just want to say one line from the book that I'm reading. It's the Eight Loves. It's the 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. It's underlined in this Kindle book. So, love is not about staging the perfect proposal or creating a perfect relationship. It's about learning to navigate the imperfections that are intrinsic to ourselves, our partners, and life itself. I'm just leaving it as that. I just got to part 1, solitude. Cool. All right. So, let me put my phone away. I really want a Kindle. I might buy one. I love books. All right, so let's go on ahead. Let's actually go into the charts because I'm curious to see what. I had a feeling it was going to do this. Let me move my YouTube live, not end stream. Can I share my screen? Boink. Bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. Alrighty. So, see, okay, I don't know where it went. I don't like it. So this is what we're currently looking at in the markets. Could I have taken this trade? Yep. Did I? Nope. That's okay. Because I do have another perfect opportunity. If anybody was on here, I would say, what is it? And what I'm waiting for is a retest of a line. So, I should have rode this entire thing up. I should have gotten in here. And I mean, granted, if I were to get out here, that's pretty much equal to where I would have gotten out here. But I probably would have made a steeper line up this way and gotten out up here instead. That would have been a $200 trade. I only made $120, but I still made money, which I'm pretty happy about. And I'm not mad about the trades that I've been taking recently. They've been decent. The only trade that I'm not very proud of was this one right here. Between this and this. Oh, it tells you exactly. That's cool. I like that. I want the little positions, reverse button. Is it this? Is it navigation? Aha. Yes. Ah, that looks so good. That's so much better. I've missed that button. All right, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 touch point line coming up here. Right? It broke downwards, right? Let's fix this just a smudge. Blink. All right. So it broke this beautiful trend line, and now we're hooking back up. Not that way. Wrong words, Felicity. Wrong words. But it's coming back up, and we almost touched this line. I'm waiting for it to like officially touch this line here. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it would be all the way down here if it's not bad. So kind of touch. It is rejecting a little bit. So I'm honest. I'm waiting for that retest of the line. I'm waiting for this to come up, touch, and then fall back down. There is a bit of a reject here, which is nice to see. That means it's probably going to start coming back down again. But with that, I definitely do not want to take a trade all the way down here if my safety is up here. No. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move this over here. Delete that line because that's irrelevant. But I'm going to draw this line right. Ooh, beautiful. Look at that. It's coming back up. It's retesting. Our safety's here now. A lot less, whatchamacallit? Yeah, that looks so much better. But essentially, it's going to be a lot less of a. I'm not losing as much money. Lot less risk. That's the word that I'm looking for. Which is really cool. So let's see if I can. No, okay. But that's where we're currently at. So I think if it starts to come up here again, just because of this beautiful candle, like this is a chef's kiss candle. Since it's coming back up, as soon as it comes right up close, I think I'm going to take a short here because my risk is like $50 if it breaks this line here. Curious to see what this looks like on the 1 hour. With the 4 hour. Oh, but you're right. Mm-hmm. Ba-da-ding. I'm going to see what this candle does. We have 13 minutes before it closes. And I know that'll bring us to the hour. Yeah. But that's kind of what my my consensus is. But I'm going to be pacing out for today. Let me know if you guys take a trade at all. I'm curious. Let me know. But I'm going to watch this and I will give you guys an update soon. Hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I will be here at, I don't actually have a time placed. Probably do 7:30 to 8:30. Yeah. 7:30 to 8:30, and tomorrow is going to be wealth, monies, finances, how to keep track, how to make sure that you're putting your money in the right spots, how to get out of debt, how do I get out of debt, so I can teach you guys. And then go from there. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.